three exercises now. First is let's collect some derived content, Japanese resources into the portal site, which I introduced in the morning. And the second is let's curate. I mean, crop the part of images and let's create some virtual collection or virtual exhibition by yourself. And yeah, okay. So first, this slide is the last slide of the PowerPoint. So, and please open the slide and please access to this URL, www.3.el.itc.u-tokyo.ac.jp. And again, I would like to introduce this system again. So this is the portal site to search the derived contents. And so if you search by this site, left part has shown some the institution's name, like World Digital Library, Columbia University Libraries, and something like that. And by clicking some items, the images are shown here. And here is Universal Viewer. And some metadata from the derived manifest, this derived manifest icon, are shown here. So from now, I'd like you to put derived manifest into this site, and those items can be searched in this portal. So this can be some like a portal for the Japanese resources. So I'd like you to first search some Japanese resources which already compliant with IIIF. And yeah, and so how to register those manifests? So in the menu bar in the top of this site, there is the registration form, and registration form is like this. And so here is like the input form for the derived manifest, and put some URL here. I explain later because some put URL. Okay, so I'll try. For example, this the HTML5 material, and you already, I think, opened in the morning. And there is some derived manifest. And this is like, I'd like you to put input form like this. So, for example, copy this URL and and registration form is here, and paste the URL like this, and check this. And there is some options, but this time you don't need to care about this.
Hold on for a second. We're not keeping up with you, or some of us are. Oh.
Sorry?
I'm not keeping up. Yeah.
Okay, so
Are we meant to be doing everything you're doing?
Yeah, just now I want to show you the some flow. Yeah, and later, but
I'm not keeping up.
step by step.
Okay.
And do it together. So sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, just demonstration now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like this, and sorry. So if already the manifest uploaded like this, the manifest already uploaded. So please find some new derived contents from anywhere in the world.
When you say manifest is uploaded,
Yeah.
because somebody other than you did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah. I already put some like a manifest already. So in this case, yeah, it's already okay. So let's do it together. Yeah, step by step. Okay. So first, I'd like to find some IIIF contents from, yeah. So,
Can we do from Harvard or anywhere?
yeah, anywhere.
Okay.
If it's difficult for you to find some of those, I recommend you to use this site. It's already some IIIF manifest, but I'd like you to find new. It's gonna be happy to. Yeah.
So, universal relevant is here already, which means it's already manifest is here, so I don't need to, I can't actually, right? It's already uploaded.
Not now, but you can. Yeah. And so, IIIF Discovery in Japan has contents which published from the Japanese institutions only. And now I'd like you to, we want to develop some portal which not only published from the Japanese institutions, but anywhere in the world, and focus on the Japanese resources. Yeah, so the characteristics are different from the previous one and this time one.
It's a prototype here.
Yeah. Okay, so, and the uploaded manifest, you can download the list of IIIF manifest. So even though this site, not in the future, this website vanished, but you can still access the list of the IIIF manifest, which you already upload now. So please, delete or what. And so if you click the download link, here is there is a manifest link like this. So even though that this system is collapsed or closed, still the list is here. So we can move this kind of list to the other platform, other software, or something like that. So, and
I've forgotten how we get to
everybody
the
uploaded
place where you
at least
load
one IIIF manifest. So, first, I teach you how to use, especially IIIF Curation Viewer to crop some images. And I'd like to use the target materials, the Shurin Tekagami. And so I'd like to ask Sachie-san to explain about the background or the characteristics of this material at first.
It's a long story, but to make it short. Well, illustrated book of fish and aquatic animals, 461 pieces, compiled by Matsudaira Yoritaka, the Lord of Takamatsu in 18th century Japan. He was interested in industrial development and employed painters and compiled illustrated books on other creatures such as birds and flowers in addition to fish. These illustrated books become well known. Upon request from Shogunate, Shurin Tekagami was compiled and donated to the 10th Shogunate, Tokugawa Ieharu, on January 29th of Horeki 12, 1762. The story goes that the labels adhere to each illustrations of fish were named of fish in Chinese characters, calligraphed by Matsudaira himself. fish names only in Chinese characters were not found in any other illustrated books except Shurin Tekagami. Unfortunately, this valuable item was mysteriously lost from the Edo castle. An American scholar, Bashford Dean, has acquired the book of illustrated fish around the 1890s and brought it back to the United States and gave it to Columbia's University Biology Department, the School of Biology. The illustrations were then believed to be done by, so I will skip this part because it's too long. But anyway, then 4 of the panels out of 52 or so was given the illustration were then believed to be done by Nishikawa Tokichi, who graduated Tokyo University in 1897 and worked for the Misaki Marine Biology Station. The illustrations are taken into apart and put into frames. The framed illustrations were put on the wall of biology department in Shamahon Hall before the department moved to the current building. When the department was on move to this new building, these framed fish illustrations were left to Columbia, placed in art properties. In 1979, Mr. Hideshi Kobayashi, then former director of the Misaki Marine Biology Station of the University of Tokyo, visited Columbia and received 4 frames of the above-mentioned fish illustration. Professor Isono Naohide, who is a professor emeritus of Keio University and an aquatic animal scholar, studied many modern illustrated aquatic animal illustrations. Recently, he examined the fish illustrations at the Misaki Marine Biological Station, which used to be at Columbia. Based on characteristics of these illustrations, such as the fish name only in Chinese characters and the illustration of fins. He assumed these illustrations are from long lost Shurin Tekagami from Momijiyama Bunko, and so this is not the in any way, when I visited, actually, National Library's librarian contacted me. This professor wanted to have this image of this fish. And so I went to the biology department, but they said they have only few of them because along the way to come to present, no one knows what it is. So the department head said, you can take it if you want to take it home. That's what I heard from the and then some of them are already sold to the professional sort of antiquarian material dealers. And somehow, so I asked the department head to cooperate because this scholar really wanted to have this image, because he insisted this is exactly from the Shurin Tekagami. The reason is because only, as I read, fish name is written in kanji. That's why this illustrated books, and also fin is in the V shape. This is the special characteristics of this Takamatsu domain's illustrations. So I collected and asked library preservation department to make images and send it to Professor. And he examined, and also his colleagues, and really definitely said this is, and also one of the reasons why he could say so is there's a catalog of when he donated to the shogunate. So the catalogs are fish name and all these orders in what way are exactly the match, although we have only part of it, only 33% of originals. But as a consequence, he told me this is really original of the original or not is still not defined, but very close to the original or original's exact copy of the fish, this illustrated books, and so that part is done. Then I thought we already have this historically important material. Although there's only 33% of the original. Original was Nijo, 2 volumes of bound book or something like that, but that shape is not exist anymore. So I asked the professor, I like to put it somewhere because it's a historically important material. So Columbia should open to the world. So Amy, my former boss, negotiated with art properties head, who is every fine art library, and both of them agreed to do this. And so I asked the professor, because just this much of material couldn't make a very good display. So I asked Professor to provide us original Chinese characters and how to read this, and also name the current name of this fish or the animal. And also Latin name and English name. So we got those 5 different names. And also Professor wrote a short history and introduction of this material. And I got up to mark metadata. I was given the, I talked with the digital development department, and they gave us what I should do. And so up to that I have done, but the professor gave me this all these names and things, but he is not using Microsoft Word or any other modern type of word processing. So he was using the Shoin or something like that, specifically word processing software. So we cannot use his data. I have only print out. That means I have to input all of them again. And so I just didn't have time to do that. So I left it for a long, long time. And but I submitted proposal 2007, and so 2009 again submitted the proposal. So I kept it about 10 years. And now I'm ending of the tunnel of my professional life, and really wanted to finish this project because I have a moral obligation to this professor who found this and did this much of work. All these fish names are given by the authority of that field. most of them are Tokyo University's professors. So I felt really I have obligation to finish this one before but I'm not sure whether it will be one day appear in Columbia's website, but I really wanted that will happen so that at least Japanese marine biologists know that illustrated books existed. And this one is special is each fish was painted, even up to the whisker. I don't know in the case of whisker, but those hige was cutted and mounted on the mica paper. And so that this fish name is written by about 5 millimeters wide of the strip of paper and written by himself. Himself is this Yoritaka, Master Yoritaka. So it's an interesting piece. And according to the preservation department staff, this is one of the most interesting to digitize in their life, or something like that. So that's the story. Sorry, I'm messy sort of explanation.
Thank you so much. I could realize that this is very valuable resources, yeah. And so I heard still, actually originally this is not published tree drive yet now, but Nagasaki sensei converted existing image into tree drive now. So in this workshop, just not officially, but in workshop, let's use these variable materials, and I'd like someone push to use this kind more efficiently. Yeah. Okay. So so before move on to the workshop tutorial, I let you know the tutorial manual. So could you open the material HTML file and here the bottom of this HTML file there is this link exercise and exercise for tree drive creation viewer. And if you click here, I think the PDF file, you can access to the PDF. So this is kind of manual how to use the viewer, which we use from now. So please download or please refer this manual. But I show you the procedure step by step in this slide. Okay. So and what we do now is like let's try to crop such like a face, just only face, crop face, and let's just search the faces of fishes or compare the several faces of these fishes. Okay. So could you access to the tree drive this we used in a previous one, this site, tree drive, the URL starts from with tree drive 3, and and please click the search link. And
Hold on, just a second.
yeah, and so here is the attribution, the list, and there's Columbia University libraries. So please click this link, so you can find the Shurin Tekagami. So and please click the link of title, and you can see the 주린대 가감. Yeah. And it's okay. Okay. So at the bottom of this page, there is some icons, and top is manifest URI, and like universal viewer or Mirado or like that. So if you click those links, you can view this item with different viewers. For example, if you click the Mirado link, you can see this Shurinde Kagami with Mirado viewer. So like this, you don't need to, you can choose any your favorite viewers. And now, I'd like you to click here, Triple Creation Viewer. So please click this link. So I think you can see the Shurinde Kagami with the Triple Creation Viewer. And so, okay, so let's start cropping. So, do you have a problem now? Okay. Okay.
So creation, yeah.
One page.
No longer know how I got here,
Okay,
but
so-
where I'm meant to be.
If you click here, you can move to the, yeah.
That was
返事が同じのなんですか。
トラハゼ。トラハゼ
自分でなんかここだって言ってた。
So you can move to the page with the top left icon. So please go to your favorite yeah, page. Yeah.
トラハゼ。トラハゼじゃない、トラオポジティ
JPR。あ、違う。そうそう。JPR。
So from now, I want to introduce how to crop the part of image. So please put this button, right, top right, the black square.
Click it.
If you click here, your cursor is like, say, click and drag to draw rectangles. So drag the part of which you have.
How do you go back to the?
Like
no,
this?
I'm just gonna go back after. I can't go back.
So again, please click the top right black square, and the cursor is changed. So please click and drag the part of which you want to crop.
Oh, yeah.
And if you select the rectangle, and so the top part, there is the stars icon. And if you click this star icon, and I think color will be changed to the black. So this is this means this part are cropped and listed in a kind of curation list. And to check the current curation list, please put the next button of star, like list icon. And I think you can see the crop part.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Close.
Okay. So I'll ask you to please select the other 2 or 3 parts, and I tell you again. So I move to the different page, and I click the.
スターです。あ、違う。スターは関係ない。 ブラックですね。ブラック。あれです。
Okay, so I'd like to show the process from the first again. So, and so at first, from this, so someone, is there anyone who cannot access to this page? Okay, and if you click this curation viewer icon, the curation viewer is open, and Shurin Tekagami are shown here. And please click this icon, so you can move to the pages like this. Second page, third page like this. And if you decide some fish, in my case, like this. So please click the top right black square icon.
Somehow I had that last time and now I've lost it, the black square. I'm not in the right page, right? So I need to know how to get to the next one. I'm not in the right page.
So is there anyone who have?
Oh, so I have to scroll down to.
So after you click this black square icon, the cursor will be different. Cursor say click and drag. So please select some part of fish. In this case, the face of fish. And after that, please click the star icon. If you click the star, color of star changed to the black, and this means the crop is finished. So to check the current list of cropped part, please click to the next button of star, and you can see like this. In my case, two faces are shown here. So. Okay, so. Okay, so is there
一緒
anyone?
に見るのはどうですか。次の段階で。これエクスポートから。
Okay, so let's move on to the next step. Yeah. So, okay, so from this interface, please click again here the list, curation list. So you can see the list of parts which you cropped or curated. And please click export. So if you click export, this curation list is exported, and again it's a different, it's totally similar, but a little bit different interface is shown. So this is to see the curation list. So again, for example, please click top left icon, selected thumbnails. If you click here, you can see the list of curation. And similar to the before interface, if you click the left or right, you can move to the each curation like this. Okay.
Just a question. What you just did, the export, is this creating on the back a new manifest?
Yeah.
And is there a way to download that manifest again?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So Here is the download icon, so you can download the curation
Okay.
manifest. Yeah,
Thank you.
not manifest, the JSON file. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we can add some metadata into this each cropped part. So I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so first I show this first cropped part, and there is edit curation metadata icon on the top part, like this icon, this editing icon. So if you click this icon, the metadata editing interface are shown in the left part, right? So, and if you click this item button, the input form are shown, and this form consists of label and value. So, for example, so in my case, this. So like this. So in this case, I just cropped the face part. So this image is the part is like face, something like this. So like this, please put some metadata.
So it's like parts can be like tail.
Yeah. Depends on your
What's the difference between string and array?
Yeah, so if you click the array, you can list some values, like value 1 and value 2. And in case just you want to put one value, you don't need to check the array, just you can use string.
And can you use two words in that space, or do you have to do a single word? Or
Yeah, you can do it, yeah. But I think in this case, I recommend you to use the array.
to use array?
Yeah.
Because I clipped a whole fish where there were 3 fish on the page. So
Yeah, in that case, I think, yeah, I recommend you to use the array and put each fish name, right? 3.
yeah, well, I don't know what fish that is, but that's all right. It looks like some sort of shark, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so,
Technically, can you add metadata to an entire page without having to crop it?
yeah, you can do it. Yeah, but basically this your put metadata into the cropped part. But you can do it.
How do you know?
And so if you put some metadata value, label and value, don't forget to put this apply. Click apply and close. So if you skip this click apply and if you close this interface, these input value are deleted. So before you close this interface, please click apply.
And of course, I've lost how to get back to the metadata.
Yeah.
So how come, does it?
Okay, so I'll show you again this procedure. So first, please click this editing icon. Sorry. So And if you click this editing icon, the interface to input some value are shown here. And please item. And please put some metadata. In this case, like this part of this image is like space. And before close this interface, please click apply icon. Okay. So if you have set one more curation list, please put metadata each part. So in this case, I just put metadata in first page. So I move on to the next second one, and the same procedure. So click this editing icon, and
So the terminology of the parts or like that you can decide.
yeah.
Okay.
So in this case, there is no some regulation. Yeah. So
This is more like an individual research, right?
It's
Individual
pretty much
research.
targeted.
yeah. So like this, and don't forget to click apply icon button. Click apply button and close. And so, if you finish this process, again, so we need to export this result to save this what we do. So it's the same process as previous one. Please click the button list. Curation list button next to the star, and you can see the list of curation list. And you can please click the button, export button. But in this time, there is some options here. There is export option and update option. So update option means update existing curation list. So in this time, please update. Please click update. So again, I'll show you the. Please click the curation list button next to the star, and you can see the curation list. And to save this result, I need to export data. But in that case, there's two options. And first is export to the other curation, another curation. Yeah. Or if you click update, update existing curation list. So please, in this time, please click the update link. And if you click, the page is reloaded. And in this time, I think if you click the metadata editing icon, you can see the metadata. But I don't know why it is no metadata.
So how do you search metadata?
Yeah, this is the next step. If you click the update button, I think this page is, you see that this page now. So again, please click this editing curation metadata. And I'm sorry that, but please put some value again. In my case, the label is part and value is base. And please click the apply button. And next, please click here. Here is also, there is button export and the update option. So please click update. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, so
So what's the difference between strings and array? あ、複数に入れられる。
If you have several curation lists, so in my case, move on to the next phase and edit metadata. And click apply button and click the update. And so this is the end to edit metadata. And is there anyone who have difficulty? Next, we move on to search this kind of metadata. So, okay.
So if you want to like multi-language, do you use array to do that, or?
It depends on like how to store
Can you
the
just
metadata.
put the like the fish or the face and cow,
Mm.
like or something?
It's one way, but the other is like face and like Japanese and automatic language, like Java, and English name. And it's depends on.
Automatic, yeah.
So this viewer doesn't provide some sort of regulation of the rule. It depends on the users. So if you finish to edit metadata, please look at this the manual which and in this manual and page 9, please look at this page. Could you find this part? And there is link here, like DIYhistory.org/tripwire. And if you find this link and click here, you can see something like this interface. And from now, paste the curation URL here. And if you click view, you can see some list of curation list, and you can search based on metadata which you put. Okay, so and so back to the Curate curation viewer, and it seems to see, but here the URL. Could you see the browser URL? And there is the URL is like Curate curation viewer /demo and question mark and curation equal. The after equal, this is a curation URL.
Copy paste.
Yeah, so like Curate manifest URI, please select this URL and please paste here.
In the PDF?
No,
Yeah.
open it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the name. I mean, that's the, yeah, copy and paste that.
Maybe I put too long.
And I'm sorry, so if you copy,
I think you know.
I think someone had some parameter and mark rank equal n, the bottom of the last of the URL. So please, okay, again, so please copy after curation equal part, copy the URL and yeah. So if you paste like this, and so please delete this unrun equal n part.
Oh, you have to take the English part. Yeah. The English part. Because mine is Japanese.
Delete the language parameter and please click view.
I think
I hope you can see the list of your curation results. Okay, so again, if you see the GPrice creation viewer, and please look at the browser URL. And URL is, I think, like this. Curation viewer / demo / question mark curation equal. And after this, please copy here. And you don't need to the language parameter. So this part is curation URL, which store the information of curation list which you create. So please click copy this part.
I got something like this. Yeah. I don't know. This is
Please input
three that I
this
dropped.
text form.
How do you save the curation?
Yeah, if we want to save this, we need an account.
How do we make? How do you save this curation?
Next session, okay? In this session, we will experience the geospatial treatment for triple contents. However, so I'm sorry, I mistook the URL of the manual for this session. Then, Professor Nakamura kindly prepare URL. Then, could you click this URL for some university projects? Then, so the DIY history.org sample.html. Then you can see this web page, triple workshop. Okay? Then please download this file, an exercise for Omeka triple toolkit with Meado and Nitra. Please download this file.
That's not on our page.
You have to.
Read.
Yeah.
Read.
reload.
There it is. I see it. Yeah.
Could you reload?
Thank you.
What do you have?
Okay?
Refresh the ink.
Can you download the file? If you cannot download this file, please raise your hand.
It is.
Moreover, the TrueCraft toolkit with Mirado is developed by Toronto University. So, right. So, the project in the university is aimed to develop digital humanities for Western medieval manuscript and get huge grant for for the project. Then we will learn about how to treat IIIF contents on the map and the timeline with appreciation with the developers and the project. Then, so please see some examples of the use a project which uses this tool. This website is already shown, and then please click the second URL here. Oh,
Yeah.
then please click Nitra. Then you can see 3 maps, and then please click NDL Digital Library Cafe. Click here. Then you can see a map plotted some IIIF materials like this. Then click View full screen. Then you can see the map in the full screen mode. Then you can prepare contents by clicking the plot like this. So this IIIF toolkit provides a function to plot IIIF contents on the map and timelines easy. Then, so in this exercise, so I'd like to ask you to add some IIIF contents on the map and timelines. So please back to the PDF file. Then please go to the second page. So in the second page, you can see the URL for administrator, so login page of a Omeka instance for this workshop.
The username is Omeka.
No, please wait. I will show you the username and password for this workshop.
Get distracted for a second. そこだと思う。で、こっから。これ。
Yeah, but we don't go down the street.
Oh.
Please input the ID and the password here.
Wait, we don't type ID, right? Or we do type ID?
No.
Some of us are a little too literal.
After logging to the system, please create your account. easy password. Not is strict password.
You want us to make our own password? Is that what you're saying? So I got here, right?
Yes,
yes.
Now
Yes.
so we just put our own.
As a user. User.
ここまで来ました。クリックすればユーザー。
Click users.
Users.
On the menu bar on the top of the page.
They add user.
So I will explain after the login.
What type of user should we be? Role. You are.
Dash is super too.
Please click. If you log into the system, please click the link users here. Then you can see the list of users. Then please click a button add user. Then please add username, display name, email, and role.
Should we put, what's the function as a role?
Super user.
And click add user.
Please register yourself as a super.
How come I'm not there? Because I'm in the installments. So we just have to get out.
So to register or to create your account, you must create account, then activate the account and set your password. Please don't forget activating the account.